On weekends, Wilson Chin does stunts for Kim Jong-un in gay movies. Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Harris Milstead, and this is my review of Special Female Force. Special Female Force was directed, though I use that term very loosely, by Wilson Chin. But I watched it anyway. According to him, it's supposed to be a reboot or update of the classic Inspector Wears Skirts series. Yeah, he wishes. Look, it's no secret that I have absolutely no respect whatsoever for Wilson Chin on a cinematic level. I almost was going to say professional level, but that might make it sound like he was professional, and I'm not gonna do that. A group of young policewomen volunteer for a rigorous training program to see if they can become the female counterpart of the Hong Kong Police's Special Duties Unit. The visual equivalent is already there. The applicants are a bunch of pretty, your mileage may vary, girls with Joyce Cheng added for comic relief. The SDU are a bunch of buff guys and Xiu Fei. Because apparently there wasn't already enough for me to dislike about this movie. I can't find a writer credit for this movie anywhere. I spent 60 Hong Kong dollars to watch this in Kowloon Bay on a Thursday evening. I was getting sick again, still, so I even gave Wilson Chin the cough syrup discount, and I still feel robbed. Here's the thing, everything that I think is wrong about this movie is Wilson Chin's fault. Which of these is not like the other? And here's why. Objectively speaking, Special Female Force is quite obviously not an easy movie to have made. The main cast had to do a lot of running through the woods and crawling through mud and spending a lot of time in water in general, and 12-hour days of that aren't easy. In addition, the action scenes, while not always convincing or realistic, are at least obviously rigorous. These actors, most of whom are women who are not trained martial artists, made a lot of visible contact and did a lot of things where it would have been easy to get injured, and I respect them for that. And I should also say that perhaps while none of the performances in Special Female Force will keep Aaron Kwok up at night worrying about winning Best Actor again, I was honestly and sincerely impressed by quite a few of the performances in this movie. Jeana Ho, Jackie Choi, and Eliza Sam were all engaging, effective, and if nothing else, entertaining in their roles. Mandy Ho got extra points for playing a tomboy, but that's my problem. You know, when you consider how many of these women worked for TVB, their acting is really that much more impressive. Joyce Cheng looked sincerely frightened in more than one of the scenes she was doing, and considering the things going on, I don't blame her. In addition, she had to carry a lot of the scenes that she was in, because quite honestly, some of her colleagues are wispy and underdeveloped in more than just physical ways. Speaking of which, one of the best laughs I got out of this movie was watching a bunch of women with toothpicks for arms doing 100 push-ups. But never mind that. In terms of the cast, everybody at least tried, and some of them were really, really good. I want to make those 2 points very, very clear, because I don't want anybody to think that my ire about Special Female Force is directed at anybody except the guy in the glasses. How badly made is this movie? In the opening scene, we get a glimpse that somebody has a handgun. But the scene is so badly edited that I couldn't tell who it was. It becomes clearer later, but you know, by that time it doesn't matter. That happened a lot. The film has a lot of comedic moments, but unfortunately some of them are plainly unintentional. Some, oh hell, all, of the dramatic moments are so badly directed and realized that they end up being funny. Now, on one level, of course, Special Female Force is exploitative. During the final battle, a lot of women end up in a lot less clothing than they started out with, and it's not because Malaysia is warm. But you know, I get that. As a dirty old man, I appreciate it. But the other reason that Special Female Force is so wildly exploitative is because it's so badly made it's incapable of being anything but exploitative. There's a supposedly comic scene involving Joyce Cheng, Xiu Fei, and hard-boiled eggs. I'd be tempted to wonder if it was an homage to Cool Hand Luke, but that would imply that Wilson Chin knew something about movies, and anyone who's watched his movies knows that's absolutely not true. Speaking of homage, I'm certain that the only reason the women go to a club in Kuala Lumpur is so that Fumbles the Gimp can give himself an homage to Lan Kwai Fong. Although, let's be honest, it could be worse. It could have been an homage to One Night in Taipei. What bothers me most about Special Female Force isn't that it's a bad movie. It's a badly made movie that wastes a very palpable opportunity and very obvious resources that would have made it a good movie. There's a decent story idea and a very viable cast. You would just need a good director. Any other director would have been better for this movie. Well, except Jill Wong, but that's not my point. The simplest, clearest example I can give you of the level of filmmaking is this. In the final shootout, one of the women is using an MP5 submachine gun, which she fires almost continuously. And we see that sometimes there's a magazine in it, and sometimes there isn't. I mean, it's that obvious. It's inexcusable. How badly made is Special Female Force? At the end of the film, the last scene gets cut off. How come the one recruit among these women who likes to sleep naked is also the only one who speaks English? I was offended at this blatant racism, but I couldn't look away.